Sometimes we forget who we are and we forget, what our value is, but the right kind of friends will tell you like, hey, this is who you are, this is who God made you to be, and you need to remember this because I believe in you, because I love you, and all these words that you need to hear that really just remind you of God's like love in your life.
So I'm here with Jen, of course, and she's been my best friend for 9 years. Some would say that's not a long time, but it's a long time.
I definitely feel like our friendship has also been a testimony to others of friendship, of what other people should look for in friends. So we're going to talk a little bit about that today, and what are the things that you should look for in a friend.
I think the two things that I can definitely say that stand out is accountability partner and someone that can breathe life over you. There's a reason why God moves in relationships, because the enemy's a liar. And when you're in solitude and by yourself and you don't have friends, it's so easy for the enemy to come in. So for me, Jen has been my accountability partner, where I'm able to tell her, hey, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. And she's like, Astrid, don't be dumb, blah, blah. Or if I'm like, oh my God, I'm feeling so bad about this, she's able to comfort me. She's able to speak life. She's able to say that as simple as God loves you, or God is with you, or you are able. Just those simple words brings life. It says in the Bible that gracious words heal the bones. So you need a friend that can say those gracious words over you.
I think that sometimes, like with our friends, like we only get to know people like at a surface level, and when we know people like at a surface level, we don't really like know like the depths of who they are and really appreciate every little like part of them. And I feel like with Astrid, she's really like just been like that person that I can like rely on, and that like strong like person for me, which for me, it has reminded me of God's love, and it's reminded me of who God is in my life. And I think like she was mentioning earlier, it really just like displays like what you should look for in relationships, and it has taught me that as well, because I went through like a phase where I was just like in and out of like just a lot of different like relationships, and she was just always there, she was always there to listen to me, always there to like remind me how much I mattered, especially in those moments that, you go through like a breakup, or you're going through something, or even like, friendship, family moments, anything, and they kind of make you feel like you're unworthy and that you have no value. And I feel like there's this quote that I love that says, like friendship is someone who will like sing the lyrics back to you when you forget them, or something like that. And I love that, because I do feel like that's who she's like been to me. Like sometimes we forget who we are and we forget what our value is, but the right kind of friends will tell you like, hey, this is who you are, this is who God made you to be, and you need to remember this because I believe in you, because I love you, and all these words that you need to hear that really just remind you of God's like love in your life.
Not many people know this, because we don't share it, but now that we're here, let's do it. So because of life and family and whatever has been going on, we have had the opportunity that we have had to open the doors for each other of our homes. So she's lived with me for quite some time, and then vice versa, because of the cares of life. So I want to say like 2 years ago, me and my family were going through a transition, and I needed a place to live. And Jen was like, say less. Say less, vente pa mi casa. Jen, living in un cuarto smaller than the room that we in right now, took me in. I was on an inflatable bed, but I had a roof over my head. And so I had somebody that was next to me for months that would literally show me that it's okay. You guys are gonna go to the next, you guys are gonna be able to move and be in your place. It doesn't matter if your finances doesn't say that. It doesn't really matter, And I was able to experience that life. Not only was she there physically, she was there emotionally. She was there to pray for me, pray over my finances. Like, hey, something as intimate as living with a person. No one opens the doors of your home. So if that's an experience that's one of the major big ones. I know many of you guys are watching us today and you're asking yourselves, how am I going to find friendships? And you might think, what are the right things to be looking for? But I know that God is going to be able to open up the doors for you to be able to find those good kingdom friendships.